What's going on for victims and villains? My name is Josh, and we've got some updates for you. So let's go ahead and talk about them. So, if you guys are new to Victims and Villains, hi, hello. My name is Josh. I am founder. I'm one of the film critics as well as one of the podcasters here. And about a month ago, I uploaded this clip to our social media.
So this is a video I never under any circumstances nor wanted to make, nor did I think I'd make this soon in my life. Last Thursday, one of my biggest fears was realized, and my wife is currently in critical care right now. And so
First and foremost, my wife is doing better now. She's been out of the hospital for roughly about 1 week, and she's going to physical therapy to kind of get strength and endurance back. And so it's really exciting, but the emotional scars of the last 2 months have been impact and have definitely dug their roots into not only myself but also her as well. But I am grateful for all of the prayers, everyone that reached out, everyone that offered to just be a listening ear throughout the entire experience. It really humbled me, not only from a mental health perspective, but just to kind of see the community that Victims and Villains has built or has impacted over the last several years. We're coming up on 9 years, is one of the things I'm going to be talking about in this video. And it's just incredible to kind of see and hear from people that truly, I'll be honest, really surprised me, but I was really grateful nonetheless that they were taking time out of their schedule to send me a message, check in on not only my wife, but how I was doing as well, and my mental health. It really did mean a lot. So if you sent me a message, whether it was a phone call, an Instagram message, Facebook message, email, text, whatever, thank you so much. But yeah, so let's kind of talk about what Victims and Villains looks like moving forward. So podcasting is going to start coming back here in April. I am one of the co-hosts of Abyss Gazing, our horror podcast, and we are actually going to come back with Shaun of the Dead is going to be our first episode back. We're really excited to welcome Dan, the movie man, Rockwood from Tech Raptor and several episodes of Victims and Villains. He was literally our movie guy for several years and has not done it. We have not done content with him in quite a long time. So I'm very excited. April 2nd will be the return of that. But March 31st is going to be the return of That's High Praise, my other podcast, which is our Nicolas Cage podcast. For context, we had done Wild at Heart because not only does it celebrate 35 years this year, but we'd actually recorded this within a week of David Lynch. Unfortunately, his unfortunate passing. If you know anything about me and my mental health, you know how much David Lynch really means to me. And so to have that kind of be the starting off point, to kind of be bringing it back, we're really excited about that. And then it'll return every other Monday until the rest of the season airs. We're going to go up until episode 50, which is our first landmark episode we're super excited about. And then we're going to take a few month hiatus and kind of figure out what season 3 looks like for us in terms of coming back after that. YouTube is going to be kind of that bridge between hiatus that we were on to kind of returning back to the full content machine that we were and outreach as well. So if you guys have seen, we did a review last week on a couple weeks ago on The Monkey. I did a Blu-ray breakdown of the virtual Vengeance release of Furious. We've got a couple more reviews that are going to be coming in the coming days for new releases as well. Got some director interviews that we're really excited about sharing with you guys. So YouTube will kind of continue on, kind of be the norm, kind of moving forward as we kind of get back into preparation for the podcast and other content that we plan on making. In May this year for Memorial Day, we are going to be celebrating 9 years. And when we started this project back between myself and former co-host of the podcast before it was a nonprofit, before it was a podcast network, before we reviewed movies or we just gathered together as two friends talking about the latest news and comics, video games, anime, film, just as a way to practice uh, safe mental health spaces for ourselves. And it feels crazy to me to think that this upcoming year, we're going to be in May, we're going to be celebrating 9 years. And so I'm really excited to have our 9 year anniversary uh, embrace both aspects of everything that we are now. May 23rd, we are going to be screening two films back to back at Highland Brewery in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And this is going to be our friend Aaron Crocker is going to be up first with his film Poisoned Tree. And Aaron is a Horrific Hope alumni. He actually, we screened his short film Slash Ceiling was the very first short film that we ever screened. It opened up the very first Horrific Hope, so it's very exciting to be working with him again. And then we're also going to be playing an encore presentation of Bundy Manor that is also played at Horrific Hope. And before our hiatus in mid-January, we also did the prophecy with that film's director Alex Watson, and so go check out that episode as well. And then on May 23rd, we are going to be going back to Garden Grove Brewing here in Richmond, Virginia. Garden Grove at this point is just our home away from home. We really love doing stuff with those guys, and it's just a great environment, and it's such a relaxed, and we hopefully have a few other things that we're going to be working on. But our 9 year celebration is going to be held there with some really awesome friends of ours. Lux Extermina is going to be opening up. Contact is going to be playing. Lokias, To Be a King, and Asylum 213, all friends of ours that we are bringing together for one night of just celebrating the impact that art has on mental health, friendship, community, but also at the same time celebrating 9 freaking years of mental health awareness, conversation, education, and outreach. So, two of the biggest events that got postponed or rescheduled in the unfortunate aftermath of this whole ordeal are two of our film festivals. The first being our Winter Horrorland Film Festival, which had some great films attached to it this year. It was supposed to be our first event of this year on February 1st. Did not happen, but I am here to happily say that we are going to be rescheduling that at the Richmond Public Library. We're rescheduling that for September 20th. And then the other one, which we've just announced our lineup for, full lineup, which you guys can provide links in the show notes below, but Horrific Hope, one of our most celebrated and anticipated events that we do every year, is going to be scheduled at the Alamo Draft House in Winchester, Virginia on August 15th and 16th. So details on what those events will be, what films are going to be associated with it, what shorts we're going to be showing, and also at the same time when tickets will be available, we'll be announcing in the coming months. We're still having those conversations with the theaters and the promoters. Go to victimsandvillains.net. All of that is going to be in the show notes, as well as our links to our mental health resource library, the podcast I've mentioned as well, and just general social media, that follow button. But I'm going to leave you guys on this one with our friends, Brilliant but Lazy, which is one of our podcasts here. They did do a podcast during uh, this hiatus on Captain America, Brave New World. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. Like I said, all podcasts are going to return beginning April and end of March, early April. So keep a lookout for them. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for just being patient with us and just again reaching out and just checking in. Really does mean a lot. So thank you guys.